DA leader Mmusi Maimane is warning President Cyril Ramaphosa not to use state resources to defend himself. That's if the public protector finds he misled Parliament by not declaring a 500,000 rand donation. The controversial Busasa company gave the money to his ANC presidential campaign. Mmusi Maimane is expected to release her findings on the matter shortly. So for more on this, we're joined by constitutional law expert advocate Michael Osborne. He joins us via Skype now. Michael, thanks a lot for joining us this evening. Really, the question is, what could the legal ramifications be of an adverse finding against the president?
Well, if the finding against the president by the public protector is indeed that he contravened the Executive Ethics Act, the public protector has a wide variety of remedies available to her. She can propose further investigations. She can propose some kind of, she could refer the matter to a court. There's a number of possibilities open to her. Her discretion is relatively broad in that regard.
I mean, given the fact that her discretion is relatively broad in that regard, does the Democratic Alliance actually have a leg to stand on by even assuming that the president would have to pay for these legal fees himself and not utilize state resources to do so? What I'm saying is that is it not too early to be calling the kettle back?
Well, indeed, it's perhaps premature. We have reports of an adverse initial conclusion being reached by the public protector, but we don't have anything definitive. So, yes, it perhaps is a little early for us to be speculating about what will emerge from the public protector eventually. I would say that the DA's proposal that to the extent that the public protector finds against the president, and to the extent that the president then takes that proposal or that finding, to court on review, then the question will arise whether notionally the president's application to review the public protector's finding before a court, the question will then arise, who foots the bill? Now, the President Zuma, when that question arose in his case, took the position that it would be appropriate that the state should finance or cover his legal bill. But now in December of last year, the Gauteng High Court said no. To the extent that you are being investigated for conduct outside of the course and scope of government business, there's no particular reason why the state should foot the bill. It would then come out of the president's own pocket, the legal bill for going on application. So, notionally, hypothetically speaking, it would seem that there's a good chance of a court ultimately saying that, by the same token, that Mr. Zuma was ordered to pay the legal fees for going before court. By the very same token, one can say that President Ramaphosa should have to pay his own legal fees if the subject matter of the application is a finding by the public protector that he violated the Executive Ethics Act by not properly disclosing the fact that his son, Andile, had received a 500,000 rand payment from Bosasa. But as your question anticipated, this is really jumping the gun a little bit. We'll have to see what the public protector actually says.
And I mean, I'm definitely sure that we're going to be having that conversation after the public protector has released those findings against President Cyril Ramaphosa, who's anticipating an adverse finding, and obviously was also with the possibility of discussing that possible court review. Speaking to advocate Michael Osborne, constitutional law expert, about the matter.